So we have another news, Lily, me estabas diciendo.
Yeah, so the holiday seasons are right around the corner. So Halloween is here now. Next thing you know, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, New Year's. And I feel like this time of the year is particularly expensive, right? So everyone is like buying gifts or, spending on parties to be out and socialize. And it can get expensive.
Even Thanksgiving can be a little expensive.
Even Thanksgiving, buying a dinner for a large party, even if it's a small party, like a turkey, what are they now? Like 15, 20 bucks.
By the way, not to hello sidetrack, but I really think that Thanksgiving should be that opportunity that you invite somebody who, especially if they don't have families, in the case of Latinos, we always happen to know somebody who is here in the country, by himself, and his parents are back home.
Yeah.
Or only has a sister,
Or you may have family and you just might not get along, and you might be like very secluded or set aside from family. So
opportunity to make peace, man.
Yeah.
Those grudges are not worth having after so many years.
Absolutely.
But keep going. You're right.
So I wanted to share some money saving tips. So I picked up a few. Some of them were like I was like, these aren't too relevant. They're not that easy. But I tried to find some that people can do quickly and now. You don't really have to plan too much for them. You can just do them. So to begin with, to cancel your gym membership. Most people actually don't use their gym membership, and they're just throwing away 50, 60 bucks depending on your membership. I know 24 hours can get pretty expensive, or some of the chain ones are pretty expensive.
Now, these are the ones that you found on the article?
These are the ones I found on the
cool.
I found online that I thought were pretty interesting. Some of them were like invest on an IRA, or invest in stocks. And although I think it's great, especially for people of color, if you have the chance to do it, go out and do it. But I know that it's not realistic for everyone, and when you want to save money quickly, there's little things you can cut corners.
Because we're also going to give you personal tips about what we do sometimes.
Yeah. So these are what I found online.
Yeah. So the cancel the membership, that makes a lot of sense,
because people don't use them. And then the article was saying like, you have parks
and
outside.
I think that the main mistake that people make is I think they almost feel like just by signing up for a membership for 24 hours,
it's like their guilt has been eased.
Yeah, they're already like doing something about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, although they don't have the discipline to actually go to the gym, because it is a discipline.
Absolutely.
It's a discipline that you gotta create to yourself. Like, I'm somebody who. And that's why it's so important that you kind of put this into your kids' head when they're young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta you gotta raise them to be familiar with exercising regularly, because this is something that when you're trying to pick out just by itself when you're a little old, it gets a little harder. So I was blessed in that sense, thanks to my mother, that she always instilling me,
being active.
Yeah, instilling me to always stay active and do some type of sport. You know what I mean? Because later on it becomes later.
Yeah.
So.
And you don't need a gym just because you cancel your gym membership. It's how you said, like, you really need that discipline and really wanting to do it. Because at least for myself, like, I feel like I do better outside. Like, I get together with my girlfriends, we go for a run, or we'll go to the park, and so you can still get it done.
In other words, be realistic. Okay, if you know you're gonna go, don't subscribe to it.
Another one is to make sure that your tires are fully pumped. So make sure that they're not flat, or like a little bit of they have air to the max, and that way you save some gas.
Save gas. You know what? I gotta say something though. Like, I was with my friends the other time in the car, and I brought this fact out. You know what I mean? I told them, hey, you know what? If you inflate your tires, because I heard about it. I think it was actually you who told me before.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but
probably.
Yeah, probably. But I was talking to my friends, and I was like, yeah, if you pump your tires, all the way, as much as of course they can take, you save money on gas, because when they're bigger,
you're also better for you're protecting your environment.
Yes,
ultimately.
And the rotation, I don't know about that part, so you're gonna have to tell me about that part. But the rotation becomes it's less effort, to your car. So
so you'll drive better. You won't feel like your car.
Pepe, JC, and Pikachu, yo, stop talking shit, man. Come on now.
Pump your tires.
For real, so pump your tires and listen to me sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah, and it's better for the environment because you're wasting less gas. So as a result, you're not only saving money, you have a little more money to spend, on gifts, or pop a bottle of champagne for New Year's.
See, because I know I heard that you like it. You like to make it rain in the club.
I like to pop bottles
and
make it rain.
And make it rain. Lily is known by that. You would only find it in the VIP. But how are they environmentally good?
Well, because you're wasting less gas. So fuel.
That's right.
Fuel is one of the things that we want to protect and not use frivolously. So
yeah, what happened to the promise of Mr. Obama that we were going to switch to cleaner energy?
I don't know. Promises.
I'm still waiting on that.
What up? Yes, just politics. It's all
just politics. So next one.
So the next one is to eliminate some of your cable services. You may not even be watching all these channels. So if you're not using all of it, just cut it down. You know, stick to whatever you really watch, the basics. Or maybe don't watch as much TV. You know, just get out there, do some exercise, run around a little bit.
Yeah, that's some segments that you're not gonna see as much over here in my show, because in terms of, you know, when they talk about celebrities, oh, did you hear what Kim Kardashian? This is how, like, my basic knowledge of reality television is. You think what Kim Kardashian did in the Kardashians, or following keeping up with the Kardashians?
Keeping up with the Kardashians.
You know what I mean? I don't know if they come out with a new season. I don't know, but like I'm always lost in this conversation, because I'm like, I didn't see that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, the Bad Girls Club. I heard a lot about that one.
I think that's garbage.
But like, I enjoy sometimes seeing the fight.
I watch some things, like I will admit I watch Jersey Shore, and like I'm pretty into it. I'll follow the season, but I'm like, I am not. There's so much negativity with women and just jealousy, and like, why would I sit here and watch another hour of women hating on each other? Like,
yeah,
I feel like I have enough of that in my own life.
In my case, so. I gotta be honest. Sometimes I do understand the fascination with a lot of these reality shows, especially when you're able to see two girls fighting, two ghetto ass girls fighting, going at it, you know, which it kind of forces a lot of stereotypes. You know, that's a part that I see very negative about it. But really, I enjoy sometimes watching them fight, and I can understand why they like all of these things. But in reality, I feel like I can find more productive ways of spending my time. I just want to make money, man. You know, I'm 28 right now, and my main focus right now is to make enough money so in 10 years I'm fucking chilling. So, and maybe because of that, maybe because of my motivation is that I don't watch a lot of these things. Sometimes I browse through the channels, and you know, I happen to come across one of them, and I watch for a good 30 minutes, you know, and then, but I don't follow.
Yeah,
that's
definitely. And the last one before I go to you and ask you what your money saving tips are. So pay your when you have insurance, you have the option of paying it quarterly or paying it biannually, and it's just more, you save more if you pay it biannually, so twice a year, because there's less taxes involved. So those are a few ways to cut corners. So make sure that when you're paying your bills, that you try to figure out the way that's most economic for you.
That's cool. Now, do you want to hear some of my?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna throw a very like